What's going on? This is From Nothing to Something Else, and I'm here with Marcus Lee, owner of the clothing brand Yhung Livin, as you can see right here on his chest. Also, model, actor, and just a wonderful, talented young individual out here just trying to put in work in the game. So, Marcus, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Good, I'm doing
Thanks
good,
for being here. Glad you hit me up, man. I've been seeing you put in work, taking a little bit more pictures, with your brand, and you hit me up and said, man, let's do an interview, let's talk and put in work. So what do you gotta say, man? What are we here for? Tell people about Yhung Livin and what this brand's about.
So basically, Yhung Livin, man, like, it's crazy because I don't know what the fuck it was, but I woke up one day and I literally, like, my first words were Yhung Livin.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it. I don't know what made it come across my head, bro, but I just said it.
Yeah.
And I, like, kind of sat there for a second and I said it again. I was like, Yhung Livin. I was like, what? What the fuck? There's obviously a reason why I'm saying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man, how would it feel if I put on a shirt or a hoodie?
Yeah.
I started my own clothing brand with it. I went in and told my mom and dad, I was like, look, this is what I thought of. They was hella proud of me. They was hella happy. So I was like, okay, cool. Before you know it, I hit up Ray Leno.
Yeah.
And everybody knows who that is.
Right.
The man
That's
himself.
Right.
I hit him up. He made my first shirts for me.
Yeah.
He was kind of giving me the steps of what to do and everything like that. And so then I basically just took it from there. And I was like, okay, it looks cool on the shirt, but what's the meaning behind it? There's got to be a meaning.
Now, what's that mean?
So the meaning is basically no matter what age you are, you're going to have fun and live your own way to make yourself feel young. Regardless, no matter what.
That's why I tell people, man, it's not your age, it's how you feel.
Right.
When people always try to be like, Josh, you're young.
Right.
And like, you tripping, my knee hurt,
Right.
boy. It's about to rain tomorrow. I can feel it in my calf muscle.
Right.
I feel 65.
Right.
But, we got that, we both got the same birthday, June 23rd, if anyone wants to buy something. All
Cancer
right.
gang.
10-year gap in age.
Okay.
So you really are on the Yhung Livin side. But as you said, your parents, you were adopted.
Yes, sir.
Right? You grew up in Orville, right?
Well,
or
from
you
Sac,
were raised in
and then
Orville.
We was in Sac for a cool little minute, and then
Yeah.
we went to
The Ville.
the Ville, yeah.
So growing up in Orville, California, which is 20 minutes away from Chico, so it's really not a very diverse area.
Right.
Being a young black male, being adopted. I'll talk about your upbringing and how that folded into your brand, Yhung Livin.
Man, it's just crazy because I was young when I found out I was adopted. So I remember like asking my mom on how I was adopted. It's crazy. I went into the bathroom and I looked at my skin and I looked at my mom's.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, why am I black? Why are you white?
That's something different here.
Like, this ain't right.
This look a little different.
And
Michael Jackson.
she said,
What's going on?
and so she said, Marcus, all right, go ahead, sit here, take a seat, let's talk.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool, Mom, all right, what's up? Hit me. She hit me, let me know I was adopted, and blah, 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 there's more siblings, and all this and that. So I was like, okay, cool. And so then, basically, throughout the years as I was growing up, what nobody understands is I was never really the most popular kid.
Okay.
At all.
But but when I met you, which was at the African American Family and Cultural Center, you was a man. You was Marcus. You was Marcus. Hey, go talk to Marcus Lee, the ball of my young Marcus.
Right.
You said that's different. You weren't the popular kid.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't really the most popular kid, man, and I ain't gonna lie to you, there was like not one single day where I was walking through those hallways of Las Plumas High School, bro, and I didn't hear some racist shit said to me.
No.
So, like, at some point, and I was also bullied and shit. Nobody really knows that.
Mm-hmm.
So, at some point, I was like a sophomore in high school, and I went up to my mom, and I told her, I was like, Mom, I'm thinking about killing myself.
Yeah.
And it was real serious. Like, she went to my basketball coach, Josh Osborne.
Yeah.
And she was telling him, like, hey, this is how Marcus is feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a whole bunch of shit. And he messaged me, called me, pulled me in, talked to me. Was like, hey, bro, like, this is not worth it. Don't do it, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I still kind of had the same mindset for a while. But as high school went on, I want to say my senior year is when I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm here. I'm finna graduate. I'm finna live life. Like, this is me. This is who I am. So I changed my little style of dress. I really changed it my freshman year. But I started wearing like the snapbacks. I thought I was fresh and everything. I thought I was fresh and everything type shit. So that's what went on. And then basically, as the years go on, I just like every day I would just think of my past and everything I had been through. You know, like relationships, all the shit. 25 now, and when I decided to make Yhung Livin, I was like, Yhung Livin isn't just the meaning of it; it's accomplishments. You know, it's growth, it's push forward type shit. So that's basically where I leave off with Yhung Livin today. And you know, my first relationship, bruh. You know a little bit about that yourself. You know, and so
it's crazy.
Basically, long story short, after that happened, I was at my parents' house and I was balling, bro. Balling. Kicking my feet, screaming, all types of shit. It was the longest you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So, my dad came in from the kitchen and I was in some little dining room area in the corner of my parents' house before I moved out and everything. And my dad looks at me and he said, Marcus. I said, yeah, what's up? Stop being a bitch. Just straight like that. And I kind of sat there for a second, wiped my tears off my face. And I said, did he just say what I think he just said to me?
He said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did my dad just say to me what he just said? Like, come on, Pops, don't do that.
Yeah.
And so then I sat there for a second, processed it, went to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, made sure I was straight, threw some water on my face, and I said, yo, stop being a bitch. Like, straight like that. Nah, for real. Yeah. Stop being a bitch. And so, right then and there, bro, I realized what type of nigga I became.
Yeah.
I became the strongest nigga in the world. Nothing's gonna stop me from doing what the fuck I wanna do. You know, so it's just like, I appreciate my dad for that because I knew he wasn't trying to bring me down. That was just my dad's way of bringing me up.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Man, a few words, but impactful.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So, like 3 or 4 days later, we went to Santa Cruz just for a day. Yeah. One night, chilled, sat on the ocean, and just walked the beach, not the ocean, but the beach. Yeah. Looked at the ocean.
Yeah, that was some
deep crazy shit in the ocean. Deep crazy shit. We got it. Yeah. And we just talked about life, man, and it was just so relieving. And just talking to him, I could just feel everything that happened to me just leaving, just letting it all out. You know, like last tears, last whatever, bro. Like I could just feel it all leaving. Yeah. And that's kind of where, like, over the years after that happened, I was just like, man, Yhung Livin, like this is crazy, bro. Yeah. Like, you know, so.
Okay. Now you said there's growth, and life will have you growing. Sometimes a lot faster than you want. Sometimes the process is slower. But having someone like your dad instill those wise words unto you, really, I mean, it's really, I was talking about this the last episode, it's just being able to sit back and reflect on our own selves and on our lives and that growth process and where we were yesterday, and understanding that today doesn't necessarily have to be as hard as that, and that's okay to, you know, be within our feelings, right? But understand that sometimes you gotta go look in the mirror, wipe your face off, stop crying. I mean, and keep it pushing, because no one's gonna live your life for you.
Right. You take your own footsteps.
And so, with that being said, what are those processes now that you're taking with Yhung Livin, with your acting, your car skits, with your modeling? Where's the next step for Yhung Livin, and what is the growth process for yourself and the brand?
So basically, the next process for Yhung Livin is, I don't want this shit to just be, in the town of Orza, or in the town of Sac, or in the town of Eba, or Chico, whatever. I want this shit to be worldwide. You know, like, that's crazy. The brand Cookies. I know it has to do with weed and shit. Everybody knows I don't smoke or drink, nothing like that. Yeah. But one day, I remember seeing it. I ain't never seen it before. And then 2 or 3 months later, I see everybody wearing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So then I just think, like, I kind of look up and I'm like, damn, okay, well, you know what? I can possibly do that, but I'm not going to give up. You feel me? So that's really that. And how I use Yhung Livin today is I wake up every day and I say that shit in my head. I ain't going to lie to you.
What are the obstacles that you're facing with starting, because, me, I'm a businessman. I got multiple different hobbies and professions and doing types of different things. Right. I run into a lot of issues. What are some of the issues that you're facing with growing the brand, and what are you trying to learn and grasp?
So basically, like, what I'm trying to learn from it is I look at other brands. I look at Nike, I look at Jordan. Those are really the only other brands that I wear. I look at what they do with their shit. And I'm like, okay, what if I did this? What if I did that? Just use it in my own type of I don't know what the word is for it. Type of lingo, I guess. And that's really what I do. Another step that I do is I just motivate myself. On my days off of work, I just tell myself, get up, get active, do what you do.
So I'm gonna interject here, and this is what I think, especially as young black males, I'm gonna throw myself in there. Okay. I'm gonna throw myself back in the Yhung Livin, section. Get up in here and stretch it down. Okay. We have to, man. I got friends who are just slow to get it, man. They hesitate. And for me, I hesitate too when I slow step, and I always, talk myself out of things, because the business side of it is kind of daunting, just understanding, dotting the I's, crossing your T's, making sure when I did the short film, I had the insurance, I had all the paperwork, I had everything in line. So when I went to those, I had the business license, right now my business is LLC and stuff like that. So looking at those kind of ideas to launch yourself in a different atmosphere, different audience. Not saying that you got to change from who your target audience is, as far as who you're marketing to and who's going to be wearing the shirts, but as far as like getting sponsors, getting loans and stuff like that, I would say start looking and diving into that, and really becoming a business. It's different, man. I got my business license, boy. I'm telling you, right? I don't walk around with it, right? But you know what I mean. You got it. I got it, and it means something. Right. It's real cheap to get it, and just taking those process.
Another thing that was kind of like hard about Yhung Livin and me starting it off was like, what about the hate?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what about the hate?
So much hate.
You feel me? Like, what if somebody don't like it? What if hella people are just trying to dog on me for trying to start my clothing brand?
And do they?
And I know some people do.
Yeah.
I walk up with my shirt or hoodie or whatever, beanie, and someone will just be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what do you think you're doing? But then I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, and that's where my dad comes to stop being a bitch.
You know what? I'm saying? What are you doing? Say I'm doing something.
Right. I'm doing something.
And that's the thing with the hesitating and the growth process, and even the daunting thoughts of, okay, to grow and to do research level, in anything that you want to do, any kind of growth you want to have, there has to be consistency behind that. It's always a journey, y'all. Success doesn't happen overnight. So there's always a process that you got to go through, and being willing to do that. And I think people are afraid of that, but that's just something that we have to do and have to talk about and have to make sure people understand, because I was like, dang, once I make this video and I do it the way it needs to be done, and I take the time and go through that process and learn the LLC and learn the paperwork and get the bank account. Once I do that, then oh my God, boy, and then I gotta be professional. You know what I mean? Right. Then I gotta get, new business cards. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Then here you go. Then you know what I mean? Then I gotta get the website. Go ahead and scan that QR code, right? And then I gotta get special, you know what I mean, marketing material to reflect that. I gotta change the whole brand up. I got, you know what I mean? There's another level. Right. But if you even want to play video games, you already understand that in any game, obviously, the levels get harder as you go on. But once you beat that boss, you know what I mean? You're on top. Right. I don't know what you do after that. You go get another game. But you know what I mean? Because that's what I do. I got my bachelor's degree. Right. now I'm back in school learning something else.
Right.
Because it never stops. Growth never stops. You haven't always learned everything, and if you think you know everything, you're stupid. Because no one knows everything. You can always learn from someone else. So, and that's why this show is called From Nothing to Something Else. So, one last thing is with Yhung Livin, and you being young as well, and just seeing, man, I've been seeing a lot of young people who are in situations like yourself, especially here in Northern California and just America, because black people, we just a rarity that is a spirit. You know what I mean? That's awesome. And so with that, what can you say to the people, the young people who are still, man, I don't know, especially in Orville, man, I've been seeing a lot of young people shooting a lot of young people, you know what I mean, who weren't living to their best ability, they're not living to their full purpose. What's your message to them, man? How can you be an example, and what can you give to the younger generation who are dying young instead of living young? Because you're the next man up.
I know. I'm
generation,
be,
man.
Bro, and it's crazy because
my back hurt. I can't be out here.
I mean, my back hurting too. I'm only 25, bro, and I feel it too.
That's what I'm saying. You about to be the, you know what I mean? Right. There's just a certain age where that message doesn't hit as hard as someone closer to your age, right? And so that's why it's cool that you're doing what you're doing. So I just want to know, what you got to tell the people.
So basically, what I got to tell the people is just like, no matter what, be yourself. You're your own role model. So don't let people peer pressure you into do something you don't want to do. Like, be different.
So calm.
Stand up for yourself. Stand up for you. You know what's right. You know what's wrong.
Yeah.
We ain't stupid. School ain't just teaching us. We got social media teaching us shit.
No.
Sometimes social media can teach the kids some bad shit, but
TikTok's amazing. I've been learning so much through TikTok. It's so good.
Crazy. TikTok is crazy. Facebook Reels.
Yeah.
I just be seeing like so many motivational quotes, and I just I'll screenshot a lot of them, post them on Snap, all this and that shit. Some people screenshot it. Some people let me know they screenshot it, whatever. But no matter where I go, I could be Orville, Chico, Yuba, Sac. I could be all the way in Australia. I don't care. I'm gonna be myself no matter where I go. And that's why, like, since high school, a lot of people have been drawn towards my demeanor. They know what I stand on. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care how they act with me. I don't care. Because I'm not the type of person to disrespect you until disrespected, and it's crazy with all these kids that are like killing other kids and shit. We're all equal at the end of the day. We all blink, we all walk, we all we all wipe our ass, like everything at the end of the day. So we all need to stick together. Not just brothers, not just blacks. Everybody, we all just need to stick together, bro, because it's sad, bro. Hearing a 15-year-old shoot a 13, 14-year-old because someone's beef or whatever. It's like, bro, y'all have a whole life to live.
Well, it's perfect right now because we're in a political, right now, where, politics is happening and elections and stuff. Well, really, as you said, we got to help each other. It really starts at the local level, community level. Many hands make light work. Me and you getting together doing this podcast. Like I said, being you. But I think I got like 6 subscribers. Honestly, this probably me, you, and whoever you share this with is going to be listening to it. Possibly, maybe not,
Right.
But I don't care.
Right.
I'm gonna do it. And something happens. It happens.
Because it's what makes you happy. It's what you like.
Dialogue that happens.
Exactly.
We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna be motivated. And we're gonna keep moving and growing. And hopefully, someone takes something from this and can grow as well. And every time I do something, there's always one person. Like, I got something from that. I'm like, that's all I need.
There's always one person.
That's it.
It's
that's
crazy.
It.
Too,
one person at a time. Don't think too big, but also don't believe too small. You know what I mean? So you can have as much faith as small as a mustard seed, what you can move mountains. I ain't trying to preach this Wednesday, but it's really just believing in yourself and being unapologetically you, and being okay with that. Because a lot of people are waiting for you to be you. They're waiting for what you've got to offer. They're waiting for something that you can share. Because there's only one you. With your perspective, with your mind, with your wit, with your sassiness, with whatever.
Right.
There's only one you. So.
Well, that's the thing. Also, is like, I don't want to just take Yhung Livin and be cocky and be stingy and be this cocky ass motherfucker. Like, no, that's not what I want. I want to see others succeed. So people have hit me up and asked me questions, or oh, what do you do? How do you put shit on a shirt? You know, what's your meaning? And I help them out. I give them that because I want to see them succeed. I want to see them do things in life as well. Yeah. So I'm willing to help. I'm not just this dick that's just, you know,
man, I be
being rude.
I ain't raised you like that, boy. No, nah, man. And it's funny that you said that because that's kind of, you know, how I see it. When I met him, like I say, he was, talk to Ma, because he was a face of the franchise of the AAFCC. You know what I mean? And then he was a young model, and you wanted to be in, like, yo, let's work together to see what happens, and, help him out. And hopefully, as I said, pass that torch, and you do the same for the people younger than you. And I see it was a proper person, you're the proper individual to spend time with and spend time on and see. So to see your growth, man, I'm truly proud of you and the work you're doing and the work you're gonna do. And everyone check him out. I've obviously, got his information, but Marcus_Lee on Instagram. Check him out, Yhung Livin. But I know, man, it's from nothing to something else.
Basically, something else that nobody else really knows about. I'm making a movie too, man.
Man.
Shit. So
making a movie.
Yeah. So have you seen what's it called? Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
Where they switch bodies and shit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like that, but with a movie full of black people. So it's gonna be a comedy type.
Okay.
And it's gonna be called Roles Reversed.
Alright.
So
I told y'all.
Just stay in tune. That's really it. Nothing else. I ain't saying nothing else.
That's it.
It'll come out when I'll let y'all know.
Y'all know when we know. Okay,
yeah,
for sure. Well, appreciate you coming on again, Marcus Lee, brand clothing line, Yhung Livin. Check them out. This is from nothing to something else. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.